Insect Newick review of Earl et al. 2021 Phylogeny of butterflies. Data is on Dryad, download, and you get this. So I have a README file, take a quick look, and we have XML tree PL, which will be based on presumably XML tree. Phylogeny with boost scores. I don't know what these are, but I'll assume this is also based on the ML tree alignment. So we'll probably obtain this here. Copy into working directory. Cat, take a look, and immediately this is quite a huge tree now. So you can see family name, Nymphalidae, butterfly family, and genus and species. So immediately, this is a phylogeny of butterflies. So this is going to be, I don't want to say easy, but compared to your average insect, the butterflies, of course, have been really intensively scrutinized. So much so, more so than anything else. So, species boundaries. There's so many field guides available, and comprehensive ones, and quite precise knowledge about species diversity. So you wouldn't expect as many species ambiguous terminals as you would a typical insect phylogeny, and quickly browsing it, I don't actually see any of these, which is great, and we hope for the day when all insects are like this. But anyway, the terminals are what we need to be concerned with mostly, and we have, this looks like it's going to be pretty easy to parse, so I just need to separate the family name from the binomial, and otherwise no node support on this one. There was in the other one. We just have branch lengths, floating point, and I did notice here some scientific notation also. So very huge tree, so a nice addition, and for a quick look it should be quite easy to parse. Let's try this. So a bit of starting code here, a Perl script. I'll just name it. These all have to be custom for each Newick tree, because every tree is a bit different. So open a tree, and that's about it. Just remove branch lengths. Put the capital E and minus, so it should all be removed, and we have this. So let's try and pull out the family from the binomial. And families always end IDAE. Genus name can be words starting with uppercase and multiple lowercase. Underscore, and species name, multiple instances of lowercase letter ending with a character, which will be a close bracket or a comma. Put brackets around to capture what we want, and we're ignoring the family name and just pulling out binomial and the character after, replaced with each of these. Save. 1434. So rather large tree. Let's see what it looks like now. So it's a bit too big to manually check. We'll just run it through a script and see what it finds. Okay, well, so we have 3 terminals which don't look like a standard binomial, although I think these are valid. So I don't know the history of these, why they've, I mean, these are, I think this is what these things are actually called. I think I've come across these before, but who knows why they've originally named in this strange way. But so otherwise, this is a perfect tree. There's no species duplicates, no species ambiguous terminals. So we just have three things which this is just what they're called. I've got this weird name. So we just need to deal with these. For simplicity, I think I'm going to prune these 3. So this is not a significant portion of species diversity, but we've got these weird names which will no doubt cause some problems later when you try and look at trying to map terminals to taxonomic framework. This is a bit unusual, so you don't really want. So I think I'm just going to prune these. Okay, next thing we need to check the routing. See if this has been oriented as expected. It doesn't really, as it's such a large tree, it doesn't show the individual terminals. But maybe we can figure this out. That we expect papillinity to be sister to the rest. So yeah, it seems the authors have provided the rooted form is papillinids at the base here. So don't need to worry about that. And so nothing else we'll need to do. So just make some counts of this and then enter into the database. So 6 families, 465 genera, and over 1,400 species. So great addition, and formatting was pretty textbook, very easy to parse. Sampling was great, all species fully labeled, and so a great tree and job done.